I might have a concession stand like Yusuke at the end of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Where nigga, that's some just like regular ass job.
Just nigga, I don't like this. This is the worst ending.
Where he went from demon hunter to penny hunter.
Alright. Probably became an alcoholic. That's how he became Going Pops.
Where him and Keiko moved to like that island, that turtle island and shit. Made going and he hit the dips. His demon half was calling saying, Razor's like, nigga, get back home now. That's where the dark continent is.
Oh, yeah, word. What is this shit on my home screen?
Oh shit. Yeah, I seen this just having a debate in one of the anime groups I'm in on Facebook. And the person who started the shit, he was like, yo, Levi from Attack on Titan versus Spider-Man. Who would win? And the stipulation was that Levi had 72 hours to get accustomed to using his omnidirectional gear in the city. And then like they would fight to the death. And like everybody and their mother in this comment section was like, Spider-Man is like destroying this man. But you had the few people being like, nah, Levi will win.
Yo, these niggas know that Spider-Man can pick up calls?
They also don't know he went blow for blow with the Hulk too.
See, I didn't even know that. But yeah, he's strong. Spider-Man is strong.
I think he actually beat the Hulk one time.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, cause Spider, cause like the movies, and sometimes the cartoons don't really do him justice.
Yeah, they don't show.
Like he be like some goofy, scrawny nigga. That's why people don't be taking him seriously like that.
Yeah, he's strong as shit. This nigga's got superhuman strength.
Yeah. Now speaking of like fucking like superhero shit, you know what I found out? Lucifer is a DC show.
It is?
Yeah.
I never watched it, but
yeah, it's based off the DC character Lucifer, like actual comic book character.
Who was the son of Lucifer from Black Clover.
Oh, I gotta watch the finale for that. Yeah, cause mad animes ended fucking this past week, I was like, damn, what am I gonna do with my life?
Well, be with him up there.
Then I forgot. Yeah, I have a backlog of anime to watch.
Yeah, I've been trying to do shit on my off days, but that shit never work out.
Sometimes you be tired or you got shit to do. Like the Kingdom Hearts games dropped on fucking Epic. I copped the first part of the collection, 1.5 and 2.5, like the 4 games. And I'm so glad I waited because the shit was like full price, $60 for pre-order, right? Epic is having a fucking spring sale, and then now that they came out during the spring sale, now them shits is 20% off.
That's foul. I hope they gonna give niggas a fucking
an adjustment.
Word.
Yeah, probably not. They wait for niggas to catch it. Because I'll be sick if I found out I paid like full price when niggas got it for cheaper. Where the fuck do we end up? We starting the show off mad unprofessional. I don't know what the fuck.
I'm still trying to get my settings and shit right.
Look, I'm like going through everything like to see where we stopped at. Talk about last week. Well, not last week, 2 weeks ago. Oh, I finished Chainsaw Man, so I'll talk about that later.
Oh, let me pee real quick.
Alright,
It's like a little kid.
let me pull up these AKAs because I forgot who the fuck I am. Got amnesia.
You sounding like an Instagram bitch. I remind myself who the fuck I am. I'm a bad bitch.
Episode 63? I think so. Yeah, this is. I'm all discombobulated. What fucking episode is this? 64. Yo, okay. I am your host with the most ties in my possession. Metaphorically, but not physically. Dilbert Taicho.
You said Toms or Ties?
Ties.
Well,
I am the all-seeing eye. Like nothing escapes my gaze. I know how all things end. I know how all things begin. I am the shit that's expected. My eye reveals all. AKA Nigo Kaiba. Your other podcasters in third rate that kick you off the blimp for being a whack ass nigga. AKA Shook Naito. I'll hold you by your collar and drop you off the nearest tower in Shibuya, or Japan, or New York, or Cali. AKA Susuyo Senpai. You already know what time it is. AKA Alpha Sama. Going back to my Six Spectacles moniker. Like, all things begin through me. I know everything, but I also know nothing. The duality of life.
a wise man knows that he knows nothing at all. Remember that.
AKA Lord Toxic, the problematic king. Quavo and abuse, sweetie. They're just saying that because women don't like taking accountability for their actions.
Well, they saying he beat her?
A video came out of them fighting over his bag. Over his bag. And she hit him. He was trying to snatch the bag off her, but in the process of snatching the bag, they like spun around in the elevator and she fell. And everybody's like, oh my god, he's an abuser. They acting like he like fucking power dropped this bitch into the elevator, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be the toxic king today. I'm taking that moniker. If he hit bitches so what?
No, not with that.
I don't care no more. Some bitches need to be hit.
Now we go double down. Now we go double down like yo. Now we go double down like yo. Don't hit ladies. Don't hit the nigga if you're not prepared to get hit back.
Exactly. Don't triple them down on that. It's not right to hit people, and niggas are human too. Like, this is why. Like when Park said, everybody's a contradiction. Everybody contradicts themselves because you ask for equality on one hand, and women can do everything a man can do, but then a man is supposed to display this superior level of restraint and restriction when it comes to dealing. Because if it's another man, I ain't got to do that. Is what you saying. Nobody should be hitting anybody. You should always.
You know what the difference between men and women is? Like when men there's like an unwritten there's like an unspoken like understanding of like violence. Like if you speak crazy, like, you're gonna pop off. Also, like women they expect you to be like, oh, whatever, and they like fucking wild out with you and expect to be dealt with no repercussions.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, when are men gonna be viewed as human? Y'all talking about we view women as less than, but when it comes to fucking physical abuse, we not just because I'm stronger than you don't mean shit don't hurt.
Exactly.
that don't mean I don't feel attacked just because the agenda. So it's like you want to play both sides and play victim and shit like that. No, and of course, me personally, try not to get into disputes with women and I never hit a woman or nothing like that. But at the same time, it's just like I'm tired of this. Oh, we want equal rights and this, that, and the third. But then when it comes to men dealing with y'all and
And
y'all
equal
hitting
rights,
us.
but not equal fights.
Exactly. It's just like, no, you can't pick when you want to niggas to suddenly. Because to me, you saying that we better than you
Yeah.
in some form or capacity when you saying, oh, you shouldn't hit her. So you can do everything else, but when it comes to physical altercations, but if that's the case, then you shouldn't work at a construction site with me. If it's always about the difference in physical abilities, then, if you do, you shouldn't get paid the same. How you gonna argue that when you saying a man shouldn't hit a woman just because I'm bigger and I'm stronger? That's like telling a nigga that's stronger than someone or bigger, got more muscles than a nigga. Oh, you shouldn't fight that man just cause he littler than a nigga. But a little nigga could knock a nigga with fucking 5 feet of muscles on his body out. Like,
And then sometimes it's about sometimes it's about principle, about being disrespected.
Yeah, it's like it might not hurt, but you trying to violate me. I was telling this girl at my job the other day. We was on the train when we was leaving work, and I was like, I tell people always one thing: I don't play disrespect. I don't care who you are. So as she said something, and I was like, I don't give a fuck if it's somebody 80 years old. She was like, nah, if you curse out my grandmother, then we gonna have a problem. I said, your grandmother should know how to treat people for being on this this earth for a damn near 100 years. So if you feel like you need to be an asshole, she can get it too. Cause you're not gonna disrespect me. I don't believe in that. Because somebody's elderly, you automatically gotta respect them. No, I respect everybody until you disrespect me. Fuck how old you are. Cause some old people are evil and mean as shit. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. And if you talking crazy to me, I'm gonna check you.
And this is not saying thing like what women do. Like you big and bad, but then when the aggression is not how you thought it would go, then you revert back into the, but oh, I'm elderly, I'm frail, I break
Yeah. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck if you 95 years old. If you got your mental faculties in place and you just being a fucking mean spirited asshole, check this out.
Fuck around,
Let me fuck you up. I'll just whisper it. Yeah, word. All I gotta do is bump into you and shatter all the skeletal properties on the right side of your body. Just take one bump. I'm like, watch who the fuck you talking to. I won't say it out loud.
We gotta do to put 5 spoonfuls of sugar in their porridge.
Watch them tweak out. I'm gonna kill you with Metamucil. Just put mad fiber in your food. Why you not paying attention? Shit your whole rest of your life for so. But anyway, it's young Finball Calamitous, aka epitome of a real man, never showing these games or these hoes any true commitment. I'm working on myself, trying to get better. So I say that to my games and my hoes, aka Nikamaro the Black Sugar Maro the Lazy Genius, aka the Dalai Akma. Let us guide you on this delightful, blissful journey of anime and manga, aka I Krishna, the curly haired god of French poodles, aka yeah, what's my AKAs? Was it Omega Sama? oh yeah. I said yeah. Oh no, I said that. I forgot the
Perv God of Young Roshi.
Oh yeah. It's been a while, y'all. Forgive us. AKA. Damn, I had another one. I said
don't forget the hero who fights the wall with half his head blown off.
No, I'm never gonna forget that one. AKA the original curly head, big nose Don Dada that freed the Tontadas. I am young Usopp, aka young Uitake, if I don't call for blood, aka Six Senpai, aka let's see, Perv Gotti, aka young Roshi. If it wasn't for me and all my perverted ways, you wouldn't have the world's greatest hero. So thank me. AKA my favorite AKA the pirate boss who fights a war or have his head blown off. I'm the one and only, the one Edward Newgate, AKA prom white beard, nigga, with my luscious locks flowing in the wind. Mustache extra pointy. You know.
His AKA Young Pringle man.
Yeah. The grandfathers of the Pringle nigga. And to all my children out there.
That's how potato chips was invented. White beard uses earthquake powers on some potatoes.
He flattened it, so he put so much pressure on it.
Then he had Ace frying the bitches up. No, he had Marco frying the bitches up.
Yeah, Marco. That nigga said like he did at the war. Marco, that nigga flew by in the kitchen. Oh yeah, remember my children.
My guy usually became a good stepson.
My last parting gift to you all. What? Oh, wait a minute.
One Piece wa jitsuzai suru.
But that's a lie because we don't even know if One Piece is actually a real thing or not.
Only his shipmate Odin knows.
Word, yeah, word. Yeah. Oh, yeah, only Odin. He's not even around no more, so. Or is he? Oh.
And Segway Kings, let's get to our first topic. So previously on Ningen Bros. What happened? So cause y'all talk about 1007 because there was a break, so yeah, we talked about this shit with Chopper and
yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that. Yeah. Okay, so no, we could skip to the next chapter. Yeah, so at the end of the last chapter, Odin popped up in front of the samurai, and they all shook. And everybody was all crying and shit, like, because they father's back.
Reunited and feel so good.
Odin popped up like that father that lied and said he'd gone out for a pack of cigarettes and a gallon of milk and never came back home.
But 20 years later, he popped back up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, I got the cigarettes.
I respect any nigga who actually said that and then came back decades later with the cigarettes and the milk. I'm like, I kept my word. You're a different kind of nigga. He coming with one cigarette lit in his mouth already. They're packing his hands and the milk in the other hand.
Yeah, Odin looked like he was smoking like some Marlboros.
Yeah, nah, he had Odin smoke American spirits with the Native American on it.
Or the pipe shit.
Nah, they got these joints though. I think American spirits don't have all the chemicals and the bad shit. And I mean, it's still bad for you, but
it's not as bad.
They cost more money too.
They diet cigarettes.
Yeah, pretty much. Or they organic cigarettes. Just like when you go to the grocery store, all the good shit costs more money.
But anyway, back to it. So yeah, all these niggas crying, and Odin is trying to like get them to rally behind him. But Ashura Doji, he's like, nah, he's a fake. And which kind of makes sense because like, yo, he got boiled alive and shot in his head, so it's like, how the fuck are you back?
You got killed twice.
Or
unless he's a zombie.
Yeah, fucking
That's a Scary Movie 3 reference for those of y'all too young.
What happened? Yeah, okay. Kinemon's like making the ugly cry face, trying to make a case for Odin.
Or like he right here in front of us, like, what you mean? This not the real Odin Sama.
Yeah, but then right behind him, they show Odin like draw his sword as Kinemon got his back turned. But the Ashura Doji smacked that nigga and took the blow for him after he pushed Kinemon out the way. come to find out, fucking Kanjuro is still alive. Which I pretty much like figured because they didn't show him actually die.
So when he came to Wano after he beat Muzan. Yeah, nah. I'm talking about Tanjiro.
I'm like, who the fuck did Muzan in One Piece? Like,
they was in Japan.
Fucking Tanjiro gave his life up as a demon slave, replaced the T with a K, became an evil painter.
He is some soft ass nigga that will become a painter.
Yeah.
After all his battles and shit.
But all his drawings is like mad, cryptically, like violent.
It's like these are an expression of my inner nature that I could never allow myself to express.
Or this nigga drawing like mad fucking like doves falling from black clouds with blood coming out their eyes.
They just painted a creepy picture.
That's constant Tanjiro was draw. But yeah,
I don't know why I was about to say he gonna draw Derek Jackson wife in her parade.
Yo,
Military outfit.
sure it was like Major Laser, yo.
Now my strongest soldier.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull this shit real quick. Alright. So yeah, Kanjuro's like made this fake Odin and is attacking them. And then on a different part of the fucking something blew up in the that part of the building that they was in. That shit blew up because Ashura Doji, he like grabbed that nigga, was like, yo, don't defile the building again.
He had the painting had explosives on his chest. So
you're right. Yeah.
Ashura Doji grabbed him to shield everybody else.
Yeah.
And niggas jumped out the window or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Jack shows up.
Somebody saying that Ashura should be dead.
Yeah. Like if they don't confirm that he's dead, there's always a possibility. Same thing happened with Kanjuro. They just be like they show him in like in a death situation, but never show like his body. What you call it? Fucking then, yeah, Jack shows up. And he wants to rematch with Dogmouth and like Cat Viper. And then fucking, and you called it too. This nigga Orochi's still alive. Like, remember way back when you was like, you didn't think he was dead because like Orochi's like a snake, so you cut the head off. Like you got like another one that could pop up or some shit like that.
Yeah, well, remember, it wasn't just me. A lot of people thought because the shit, the Yamato Orochi shit is something with 8 heads,
right?
And they were saying how
this Orochimaru's uncle.
Yeah, word. That fucking Waluigi's uncle, nigga. He look like...
Nah, Wario.
He look like Wario. That's him and Mario father, nigga. That's why Mario went down the path of righteousness. He tried to make up for the mistakes of his father, nigga.
Nigga was a fucking a soup salesman in Wando and then moved to Brooklyn to be a plumber. he wanted nothing to do with his family.
Right, I just found out. But yeah, because they said when he transformed, it looked like one of the heads of the snake wore a crown, and it looked different. It looked like that was his main head, but he wasn't transformed when he got killed. See, that's the only thing I was like, I don't know, because when he got his head cut off, he was in his normal form. It wasn't like Kaido just cut one of the heads of the snakes off.
Or maybe it's kind of like Hawkins' ability, like even though he gets killed, he can revive himself to distill more heads.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
My thing is though, what the fuck is he think he gonna do with burning the
whole everything down? Cause he gonna be stuck in there too.
And
it's like, yo, everybody's against him now because Kaido's like, yo, fuck this nigga. So no one on Kaido's side gonna help him.
And what does he think that's gonna hurt? That's gonna hurt. He gonna think that fire is gonna hurt Kaido.
Yeah.
But I don't get it.
Nigga, he a petty nigga, even though he gonna die soon again, for real, probably.
He need to. I'm gonna be mad if he kind of like
live and they just jail him forever.
He treat that nigga like he Negan. Momonosuke gonna get older, gonna be asking for advice.
Yeah, ask him how to do like homework and shit.
Yeah. But like, what would you do in this situation when people are trying to? It's like insurrection going on and it's unrest
caused by him and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, then it cuts to fucking Momonosuke and Yamato, and he's explaining about how his double fruit powers work. And they pretty much foreshadow what we was thinking about Momonosuke being able to do the shit that Kaido does. Because Yamato was like, it startled her and she wondered if his power works like her father's. And then she goes, if I was able to turn into a monster like him, then she would be able to help everyone. So that might be important later. AKA when Momonosuke stops being a bitch, he can use the powers to the fullest. Probably.
Well, he's only, how old is Momonosuke? 8?
He's like 8.
So, you know.
Yeah.
If he wants to be a bitch.
But no, Gohan fought Frieza at the age of 5, so that's no excuse.
Yeah, but he's still young enough to, we gotta give children more credit than we give them, because.
Nah, fuck that. He gotta be like his father, like everyone else. Fuck that.
Nah.
Nah, I'm stopping.
Because, he's still young.
Yeah, like he had the burden of the responsibility always weighing down on him.
Yeah, and everybody wants to be her man, but like you said,
he's still a child.
He acting like a bitch right now. But just like Zaya Wade, if he knows who he truly is.
Yo.
I can't even get it out. Maybe that's not how he identifies. Maybe that shaved top knot is him trying to tell us so. He growing out his ponytail.
He identifies as a tomato.
Like Roger Smith from Big O, nigga. Yo, to this day, I gotta go back because I still don't get that.
The premise of the show.
I got it up until the end. Well, no, because they still didn't.
No, you know what anime I feel like that about? Remember Foolie Cooley, that shit that was on Toonami back in the day?
And they came back 20 years later. I still didn't watch the second season. I gotta go back and watch the first season.
No, this is season 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, they right. They did do it.
Yeah, but like even like I like as a child, like, I never understood what the fuck that show was about. I just watched it because it was coming on like Adult Swim and Toonami and shit.
Yeah, and I used to like that the ending, the outro with the real life moped driving in the city.
Yeah,
I forgot the song. I got it tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. But yeah, and I don't know if they were trying to say Roger Smith that he was just a clone, just like a genetically modified tomato. Like they were just showing him, like they were showing the tomato to say like, yeah, he's like genetically modified or artificial, like someone how these produces. But back then that was, I don't know if I can say it was a big thing yet with GMOs in the food, but I'm like, why the fuck they showing him, he's looking at the reflection just like tomatoes at one screenshot. Like I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And that whole premise of that thing of them not having memories before a certain point, they could have expounded upon that more. Big O could have lasted with
but you know, it probably wasn't a bullshit anime adaptation that didn't follow the manga or whatever source material it came from. Oh my god, yo, my nigga. Yo, Promise Neverland, yo.
Oh yeah, I heard a little bit.
Nigga,
I watched the Neverworld video a little.
Nigga, I would rather binge watch Tokyo Ghoul than watch that show, yo. Like Tokyo Ghoul wasn't even as bad. Like they skipped everything, yo. Everything.
Yeah,
They skipped beating Yugo at the base. They skipped the whole Goldie Pond shit and skipped straight into like the end part. They fucked that show up. Like that shit was so bad. Like the second to last episode, none of them niggas wanted their name on the credits. Who worked on it?
Did they not know that's what it was going to turn out to be?
Yeah, because it was embarrassed from the reception of the fans. I'm like, yo, did the creator put them up to this? Which wouldn't make sense because you had a they had no excuse. They had a clear beginning, middle, and end of story. They had nothing to fill in the blanks with. They had a set path and they diverted it completely. And fuck it.
I don't get it.
Promise Neverland is the Dragon Ball GT of anime right now.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah, GT wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. People ain't seen it.
Yo, Promise Neverland is what's the anime I think is trash? Inuyasha. Promise Neverland is the modern day Inuyasha.
Don't do it. No, first of all, we're not gonna do that.
What happened?
I said we're not gonna do that to Inuyasha. Inuyasha stuck to the script. First of all.
Okay, all right, yeah.
They ain't cut up. Or,
All right.
I can't say. Well, for the most part, I think they stuck to the script.
Fair point.
Niggas wasn't trying to remove their names for the credits at the end. You knew who Monica's story was. Like,
Yeah, nigga was proud.
where I am Reaper Soul Stealer. He'll move a text.
Inuyasha had the fire fire engines.
Oh yeah. There was a girl in Roosevelt that was a couple years older than us. And she said she used to watch it with her sister like at 5 a.m. She was like, we love like the outros. Like they would watch her little baby sister would watch the episode and then they would sing the outro. They love this is like a hood chick. So yeah, them anime outros should be fire. But anyway, back to One Piece. Man, fucking.
So it cuts to Luffy getting smacked into the ground.
Oh yeah, well before because we brought it up real quick, but after the explosion, they was running. I guess trying to go back to upstairs to fight with Luffy and to help Luffy and them fight. Then Jack popped up, and then Inuarashi said he was gonna stay behind and told the rest of them to go by. And he was like, Jack was talking shit like, the full moon ain't out. Like, ain't no moon out right here 'cause you under the roof. And then Inuarashi was like, and you ain't got no poison to help weaken us like last time. So like, nigga, like, who you talking to? He's like, we both got pretty bad wounds. So he's like, I think I could take you on or whatever.
They about to get their payback.
People think they saying he got death flag for him, like he might die.
You gonna pull a Pedro?
Unless Nekomamushi come back and help him.
Probably.
And this nigga.
They gonna be also, no, we are both the rulers of fucking Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which means they're the ruler of Haiti.
They gonna steal Luffy's straw hat and sandals.
And they gonna take the straw and make a voodoo doll thing. That's the origin of the Zoes. Nekomamushi and Inuarashi, whatever that nigga
They gonna cut up Chopper, and Chopper gonna make some beef soup jumu or some shit.
with some cow foot soup, nigga.
with the black rice.
They gonna eat soup out of his hat.
No cap.
But yeah, I guess ain't no cure for this, huh?
You can't cure cannibalism.
Yeah. Hey, back up to Luffy.
Yeah.
They go back up. Luffy
Getting smacked around like a ping pong ball.
Boy, he put that. Hey, yeah, I'm about to say he put that rubber to good use.
Yo. Yo.
I'm tired.
Alright, so what happened? Yeah. This nigga gets smacked into a rock in between fucking Kid and Zoro. And he's just like, nah, he gotta be getting weaker because you can't take all those hits. It does no effect. Saying they're just as human as they are. And he just back at them and gets smacked into the same spot in the rock. So Killer's just like, yo, I'm amazed you can call us the same species. And Zoro's just yelling at that nigga like, yo, we're thinking about how to win. And Luffy's like, what? Because Luffy said he thought they were like standing there expecting to lose. But they finally get the bright idea to like split them apart. And fucking Kid said with the two of them standing side by side, it looked just like hell. And then Luffy tried to be cool and he goes, well, that suits him fine because he's been to hell and back a few times already. His home territory. And then Kaido started picking him up. He's like, yeah, the light never leaves their eyes. And yo, Kaido don't even look no different really in his hybrid form. He just has a tail.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. A lot of people were kind of complaining. But then again, like I heard somebody say, like, what else you really thought he was gonna look like?
That's true.
Like, it's kind of on par for what other hybrid forms display. So some people say, yeah, but Page 1 and fucking Drake, they hybrid forms look cool when we first saw them in this and the third.
I mean, but kind of form don't look bad. It looks like a little bit more alterations to like his regular form. That's it.
Nigga said, I heard nigga say he look like Omega Shinron.
He does. Big Mama face look like she used to stick her tongue out for an Instagram picture.
Probably.
#wedding cakey.
Oh, I see what you did there. But Tanza though, actually.
Alright, what's next? Let's do My Hero.
So the chapter started off with.
Well, the last chapter we read did we talk about Midoriya leaving?
No, because I think that was last week, right? So
before.
Now, did we talk about it? Because One Piece was on break, but My Hero wasn't.
So not the one that just came out this past Sunday, but the one before it.
The one before that.
What you call it? Yeah, Gina.
The last one we talked about was, I want to say, the continuation of his conversation with.
Okay, yeah. All right, so
the previous users.
Yeah, so we're in the chapter after that and the one after.
Yeah, I forgot what happened to the one after that. That was
that again?
giving his Bill Clinton speech.
Oh yeah.
I did not have sexual relations with a woman that caused the birth of Dobby.
Nah, he can't. he admitted to it.
Yeah, so pretty much he told the public the truth of what he could tell them. And then Gene and Hawks was like, yeah, whatever they said is true. It's not a lie. And he was apologizing. And then some lady was just like, yo, but my mom died. How can you make us feel better about shit? And they just fucking yelling at Endeavor and them. And they just pretty much fucking bitching at them because they don't feel safe. And the heroes can't even say nothing to make them feel safe. Which I don't really blame them for, because how can you really make people feel safe in a situation after y'all just fucking lost? You know what I mean? But
I
Endeavor,
mean, yeah, they got the right to be upset.
yeah,
But
it's,
I just feel like
it's unrealistic for them to
yeah,
to want them to reassure you, but in the back of your head, you know it's not true.
and I feel like it's displaced anger because it's just like it's not their fault.
Yeah,
I
but
know that's kind of trying to be the overarching theme of even the heroes play a part in the bad sides of society, I guess. But it's just like some niggas gonna be evil. Some niggas gonna do what they want to do, and you can't blame the heroes from when a big catastrophic shit happens. Even when they play to the best of their abilities, and shit could have been even worse. It's just like, but who knew that
Dobby
Shigaraki was gonna team up with the nigga who was the head of a fucking renowned Japanese company who was really secretly the nigga, the inheritor.
some anti-hero
Yeah,
faction
like,
leader.
and then they was gonna get together. They was gonna clash. Whole new party together and with even more numbers. And then, come on, how is the heroes really gonna be able to minimize some shit like that?
That's true. Like all these things is kind of like unavoidable if you think about it. Like what they're really mad about, what they're taking out, because like now it turns out one of the villains who called everything was Endeavor's son. And I don't see why Hulk's dad being the villain is relevant to any of this.
Yeah, because even he was like, I kept that. I'm sorry for keeping it.
It's no one's fucking business.
Yeah, like that was my fault. First of all, he was a petty criminal. He wasn't all like big time.
Word.
And then like,
it was like he would like just follow like Stan or some shit.
And even if it was, it's just like I'm not him though. Like y'all see me out here protecting niggas. I'm the number 2 hero for a reason. No, I feel like Horikoshi trying to make drama, like realistic drama from the public, but it's still kind of like unrealistic.
Like the blowback from like all the negative.
But I say that it seemed unrealistic because it's like common sense. But then again, you like in real life,
people are stupid. Don't think.
Yeah, and be having outrages about shit that they shouldn't be outraged about. So I take that back. I could see them being fucking completely mad about all that's going down and displacing their anger in the direction of the hero.
So then after the lady fucking stopped yelling, and they was just like, yo.
That was a lady? I thought that was a man that was yelling.
That's a lady. She looked like the dude from the Class B.
That's why I was looking. I was like, yo, that's like somebody who
that blonde nigga that be annoying everybody.
I can't remember. From the other class, not class. You said Class B.
Yeah, Class B. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. The nigga that be
mad annoying, be talking mad
shit to like Midoriya and shit like that.
Yeah.
Did he fight Midoriya?
Midoriya would smack that nigga to like stomp that nigga to the finest wine.
But then he did it better the second time around when they had the Class A, Class B shit, right?
Oh yeah, they're about to cover that now. Season 5 just started from there.
Okay.
But yeah, like so after the lady stopped her outburst, Genius is like, yeah, we're gonna like condense the area that need protection. So being that they have less heroes available to like help people with, they're gonna keep people in like the concentrated areas. Like the schools being like the main focal points as like the evacuation shelters. And then everyone's like bitching and saying you just expect us to go live in the shelters, and Devil's just like, yo, I know you're upset, just be mad at me, just watch me work. And and then it cut to like mad other heroes who got fucked up during the battle, so they probably about to like do what they gotta do to get ready. And then it showed Dobby at the bottom of the panel talking about so he didn't go far enough, and he starts laughing. So Dobby got some extra heat for Endeavor. He be like, yeah, Endeavor sexually harassed Mount Lady.
Wait.
That's what happened. Because Dobby's smiling like he got more heat for Endeavor. Like, what else could you say about this man? But yeah, so at the end of this chapter, fucking everybody got a note from Midoriya. He's like, yo, the Shigaraki and All For One is coming after me, so I gotta leave. Peace out. And then at the end of the panel, it showed Midoriya standing on like some gargoyle looking like Batman. Like and I think Midoriya looked mad defeated though when he seen that villain. He's like, it's a giant villain. His eyes are mad dead on the inside.
He looks sad. Yeah, like this nigga don't got no soul anymore.
Right. Alright, so then next chapter. It cuts to this town that's like mad destroyed and shit. And the two students from Kesubutsu Academy showed up to like this group of people like hiding out in this building. And the people is like, yo, they sending kids to protect us. Like this is a waste of time. And they like telling them these two kids to go home, which is kind of like realistic because they have less heroes. So now the kids that's like in these hero courses, they gotta like step up and be actual heroes.
Time out. I'm going through my phone, and this is the second time I've seen this post today. The girls are sharing. It says there's only one ex that can get me back anytime, period. This girl I follow gonna put, and that's on God, and no, it ain't Billy. I'm about to write her, you fucked a nigga named Billy? like, what's wrong with you? But commence, my nigga. I'm sorry.
Yo, when she be fucking that nigga, she be like, screaming his name like Grim.
Billy. Why you gonna be like that, man?
Alright.
I still got him.
Alright, what you call it? Yeah, so like these people in this town, they pretty much like shooing the students away because they feel like they can protect themselves better than they can. And homeboy, he was like, if the villains are coming for money and valuable, that's fine, but if it's a normal or the people who broke out of jail, it'd be a different story. Like, y'all ain't gonna be able to like handle it. And the people still fucking sent them away. So the dude and the girl, they leave him, and the dude is tight about being like talked down to like that, and the shorty gets a call from another one of their teammates, and he's like screaming on the phone like, you gotta run, like he's nearby, and saying that the villain is headed their way, and then all you see is some nigga like crashing into a building, and surprise, it's Muscular.
The worst hero name ever.
No, he's a villain.
I mean, villain name. Just
Muscular. Nigga's Terry Crews.
Let's just say he's the Scream in one of them commercials.
The Old Spice commercial?
Was it the Old Spice commercials?
I don't know.
It was one of the commercials he used to do. Nigga, like he'll just scream a word or some shit real quick. That's how Muscular look. Just running, rampaging on a building, running down a building.
Right. Nah, this nigga's the evil Bakugo, like some screaming angry nigga who wants to fight people. But yeah, Muscular's like, just two of you, that's not gonna be enough. Got any more friends? So the dude sends like the girl away, and to evacuate the civilians. And he's gonna he claims he's gonna demolish Muscular. And then fucking Muscular's like he loves it out in the free world. So then Shorty gets back to the place where the civilians was, and then all of a sudden like Muscular crashes into the building coming after him because he beat slamming dude into the end. While everyone just fucking helplessly watches. And like I remember this dude. I think he was in fucking like one of them provisional license arcs. He was at provisional license. He got like the earth powers. And he tried to use his like earth powers, the tremor powers, to like loosen up Muscular's muscles. And the Muscular just made himself even like more muscly. And then fucking all of a sudden Muscular gets like knocked away by some strange force. And then Midoriya say it is Midoriya. And I guess Midoriya utilized his danger sense. Cause he was like, yeah, no wonder my gift from the force wouldn't shut up. And then Muscular's just like, hey, I know that voice. So
I know that voice.
you about to get around too. Yo, Midoriya is gonna destroy this nigga, yo. I can't fucking wait. But now it's on break though. My hero's on break. Yeah. Should we get into Black Clover next? Yeah, cause we talked about it with Noct and his brother, right?
Yeah, but I think we talked about the chapter where Yami showed up, and we found out that Noct was the one.
Actually, Mordred.
Yeah, was the Noct was the rebellious brother.
Yeah, then he died at the end of the chapter, right? Not real Noct, right?
Well, they were saying he was going down.
Oh no, we didn't get into the part where we didn't actually get into that part. Okay. All right, so what you call it? It's like exposition. It's explaining how like the dark haired one Mordred, he was like nice and friendly to people. He loved everybody, and even though Noct, the white haired one, he looked identical. Like he didn't feel the same way about people, but he felt he connected more with Yami because they was like kind of the same because their magic was like somewhat similar. So they like clicked up and was like friends and shit. Yami and the real Noct. Then it cuts to Yami and Mordred becoming Magic Knights, and Loki Noct felt left behind. So pretty much this whole chapter just Noct explaining like the backstory behind his brother and his connection to Yami and all that. And then Noct gets summoned by like his mother and father, and they tell him he's gonna inherit the house to pretty much be like the leader. Because come to find out, he uses like the shadow magic. And that they're interacting in actuality, that their whole household like devotes themselves to like studying like devils. And then also, there's the real and well, people knew this anyway, but the same house that Noct brought Asta to like to make the contract with his devil, it's like pretty much his house. It's just like destroyed and dilapidated now. So then they about to do the ritual to summon the demon, and then Mordred shows up to stop him.
I think he was in the crowd with them, right?
Yeah, he was a crowd. He was
acting like acting like he was down with them, and then was like, I had to stop y'all.
Yeah. Cause they said they're gonna summon the supreme devil Lucifugus. which I guess is above Lucifero, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm like, did I read a translation error?
Because the silhouette of the Lucifuges is not the same as Lucifero.
Yeah, because I thought they was the fan translation was something wrong. I thought they meant Lucifero, but apparently, I guess it is a separate devil.
But then fucking knocked. He tried to he did the Black Bulls and he gonna right here. He gonna surpass his limits and try to tame the devil. But normally, like the little circle suppresses the devil's powers, but it didn't work on this one. So then Knock realized that he's attacking everybody except for him. The Knock is all shook and he's like, yo, this devil is something they shouldn't have messed with. And then fucking Mordred grabs him and tries to take the bracelet off so the summoning can be reversed. So so it turns out Mordred had light magic, and he used light magic to destroy the bracelet. But in the process, Morgan ended up dying. And then he did that sappy. I just wanted to walk alongside you as as brothers and protect the kingdom together, all that good shit.
As light and darkness, nigga sound like word. Nigga sound like Donzo when he was getting ready to die. Talking about Saul Toby.
Where he put the Hokage in shadow and shit.
Yeah, being the underground, the roots being in the darkness, and you being the trees standing in the light and all that type of shit.
So the fucking.
But now we see why he don't.
He hates.
Particularly care for Yami, like the.
You don't particularly care for who?
For Yami.
Yeah. Well, no, him and Yami were friends, but I think it was more like an outward manifestation of his self-hatred for himself, because that's how he acted.
Well, him and Yami was getting in trouble together, right? They was getting in trouble together at one point, and then they both, but Morgan and Yami want to become Magic Knights on the same squad, right?
Yeah. So the Noctis so pretty much not assume the identity of his of his brother, and that explains why when they was having the captain's meeting, Jack was like, "Isn't your magic?" And then he got cut off. Then Noctis was like, "Oh no, that man is dead." So now we know he meant that in a literal sense.
Oh yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah, so at the end of the chapter, fucking the real Noct, he's just right here, right now, he gonna surpass his limits. Every time someone from the Black Bulls say that shit, it's about to get popping.
But did it though?
We'll soon find out. So, beginning of the next chapter, it shows Noct in his thoughts and shit, saying how he don't have the luxury of wondering about what's going on outside. He got focused on the devils in front of him, and he pretty makes a distinction with wow. I'm about to say fucking Noct. He said how all his devils are middle level, and he can't even touch the two he's fighting. And then he has another flashback. He's at his brother's grave, and Yami walked up on him. He's like, "Yo, he gonna make his own team." And he's yo, him being a captain sounds ridiculous, but he wanted Noct to be his vice captain. Once he joins the Magic Knights. So eventually we know that actually did happen. So then fucking Noct, he pulled a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Polymerization.
Like I said, I summon my Gallus in attack mode and Fellas in my special summon. Then I activate my magic card. Say.
Resolution.
To create the monster Gallus X Felis Dragon.
And all I could think of when I was reading that was, you know that song? They start off, who me I got us. Who me I got us. No, hey, sweat. If you do that, because the name of the song is Man of Godless. That's all I thought of when I read that shit. Yeah, look up that Danzo's song, Man, M-A-N, of Godless. I think it's A-G-A-L-I-S or some shit like that.
I'm about to
Or
say that shit later.
U.S. No, I didn't know he was saying sweet though. The Jamaican girl at my job, she told me, she was like, he's saying sweet. It's a dance, like you like take a leg and sweep it across and then bring it back. I'm like, it's like he's saying sway, but I guess he's saying sweep. Sweep. If you know you me and I got us. Imagine they play that in a cutscene in the anime if the dude come back.
That's hilarious.
It just hit. Shoot me, I got lost. They just see like some Sailor Moon ass transformation.
Yo.
Well, this nigga not. But anyway.
Yeah, so he does this
Back
fucking.
to the story at hand.
He does some fucking big ass attack called fucking Monument of Atonement, and it looks like it's like crashing down in between both of them, like some fucking like suicide attack. But when the attack ended, like all of a sudden, I got fucking sent flying, and he's all injured and shit. And this nigga's mad shook. He's like, "Yo, it's impossible. They broke his spell, something that don't exist physically." He said how their magic burns away everything. So it turns out these are like a flame devil and an ice devil, which I didn't really get until now with the whole little spike thing. I thought like some fucking thorn shit, I guess. I don't know. Some earth shit.
So they really ebony and ivory together in perfect harmony.
No, they two niggas from Earth, Wind, and Fire who went down the path of evil.
They died and turned into elemental demons, nigga.
Word. So apparently their fucking magic can like affect like things that don't physically exist, like invisible concepts.
Yeah, even darkness, like it could burn through or freeze darkness or some shit like that.
Which is a wild ability to have. So then they freeze and impale him with like ice. And he starts screaming. And then
you just heard doom 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 doom. Ice, baby. Yo, you know that he got away with taking that beat.
Fucking
Yeah, that nigga's knuckles under pressure right now.
And the demons start laughing at this nigga. They're like, yeah.
And why it taking this long for him to see that they was toying with him? They've been saying the same shit the whole.
Yeah, like he knew that.
Yeah, word.
And then, he goes to get you all there, just playing with me. There's no one that can beat them. And then here come Asta saving the day. He sliced one of their hands off.
And nigga Doc was like, y'all killing me with this shit. That nigga turned out my Kelly.
Now I'm about to see the full power of Asta's Devil Union.
This nigga also look like he if you seen the color spread for Shonen Jump for the
Yeah, I saw it.
This
What?
nigga look like he fused with the Batman Beyond suit, nigga.
Word.
That's all black and red shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Ironically, his headband had a design all that whole time.
Yeah, word. Is he Paul Demon himself?
Or also
No,
not even a human on the low for real.
he Leaves brother that Leave ain't know about.
Right. Beeb.
He pop up on the scene. I know you love me. I know you can. They be like, give it up for Beeb, aka Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that's what happened. Like he had to reincarnate himself after saying that word.
You know what I'm about to say, but got a little controversy. Making nigga jokes. So what does a racist chainsaw say? Run, nigga. I laughed at that. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna
Y'all
lie.
call
Me
me
too.
Y'all call me a coon or y'all want. That
Yo.
shit funny.
Yo, I think everything is like going on break this week. Or next week.
Time to cue up Marvin's room, nigga. Pictures in my old phone.
Alright.
One of these main
You want to go into Jujutsu Kaisen now?
Jujutsu Kaisen. Damn, what was the last chapter we talked about?
Did we talk about the chapter where he killed Yuji?
Yeah, he killed Yuji. I believe that's what we talked about.
Oh, okay, cool. No, we talked about it, but we didn't talk about it in the episode, remember? Cause remember we was talking about how, Noritoshi Kamo took the meme.
Oh yeah, for the ultimate.
Yeah, he the ultimate
the ultimate sacrifice for his goals. Right?
word. That nigga got more level of planning than Aizen for this.
I don't know, but he might not be more. He just might be gay. I don't know. Because this plan that he put into. But the same thing, we still don't know what this nigga plan is. That's the crazy part. He did all this wild shit, and we still don't know what this nigga goal is.
Word.
So yeah, I guess wait a minute.
What?
I seen somebody post something. Oh man, I saw it and now I see the video. Talking about Benzino's daughter, Corey Lay.
Yeah.
They said she looked like Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that song though. A little dirt in the party. You ain't got that ooh, that ooh. But yeah, so Jujutsu Kaisen. So did we talk about
No, just in the own, but not on the podcast, I don't think.
No, I know we talked about the wild shit Kamo did, but we did talk about the chapter where he killed Itadori, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, what happened after that?
Yeah, so what's saying? Fucking turns out YouTube was like working along with Gojo the whole time. He wasn't really trying to kill Itadori, but he really did.
I'm trying to figure out what happened right after that. When the chapter ended, when he popped up with him, they told nigga, "You want me to heal him? Do you want me to heal you?" The Zenin nigga, and then he was like, "All right, but you gotta tell everybody that I killed
Itadori.
I killed Yuji."
Yeah, because then it cut to the
him
flashback. It cut to the flashback
Okay.
with Itadori's mom, and then it cut to Yuji waking up and Yuta's looking over him. Like Yuta had the scary face, and then he go, "Oh, what a relief." Man, because Yuta was explaining how Gojo went to him a month before. He said how he had a bad feeling, and there's something happened to him to take care of Yuji.
I got him.
We'll take care of all like the first and second years.
What's going
So
No.
yeah, so then fucking yeah, YouTube's like, yeah, we trick him. This is the second time being killed, but they probably will realize he's still alive sooner than later. And then Megumi popped
So
up.
right now you gotta act like Tupac and hide in Cuba for 30 years.
Yeah, fucking and YouTube relating to Itadori, like, yeah, you have a power that you couldn't handle alone. So I know how you feel, and how he's not to blame. And then Itadori about to go into the self-deprecating rant again, but then Fushiguro pops up.
Megumi.
Then
You
fucking
gotta say his name like Lil Wayne. You say Tucci on the track.
fucking
Well, let's explain the flashback. I said, let's explain the flashback or the repressed memories Itadori was having.
yeah, so it was a memory of his father holding him as a child, and his grandfather was like, "You can live your life how you want, but give up on that woman, you'll die." So he probably had a feeling about something, maybe. And the pops was just like,
And the father wasn't trying to hear it, like,
yeah.
Cause first he was like, "Oh, you gotta talk, son." That's what Itadori's grandfather was saying to his father, and he was like, "Well, if it's about her, then I don't want to hear it."
Because her death was, then she cuts him off, but he's talking as if she's already dead, but she was father-in-law. What are you talking about? Then Yuji had woke up.
So we don't know if he's. They didn't make it clear if he was talking about the same woman that popped up, or
I think so.
I believe so, but it's
Yeah.
still a possibility that it could have been somebody else he was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
But the woman that interrupts the conversation
has the same scars on her head like Gito had.
And going back to what Choso said to Itadori about them being brothers and siblings, and then he asked him, "Well, didn't you?" She was like, "I don't remember my mother, but I vaguely remember my father." And he was like, "Try to recollect." He was like, "Didn't your father have stitches on his forehead?" So I was expecting you'll get a flashback with the father with some stitches.
It's the mom.
So if this thing is true, then that means,
unless the person holding Itadori is his mom, and the lady is his dad, but he got a sex change. And then he died, and Naruto Shikamo took over his body.
So
Boom,
either the mother gave birth to this nigga, and then she died, or
Naruto Shikamo fucked this nigga's father and pushed this nigga Yo, my nigga, I swear, yo, if that's where this shit is going, this dude is the greatest rider of all time, yo. Nigga, Itadori gonna be the first shonen protagonist with two fathers.
nigga said, "But wait, there's more." That part was okay. That was not exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah, but back to like the end of the chapter, fucking when Megumi popped up, he's like, "Yo, gotta stop feeling sorry for yourself. They need to have a plan and go back to Jujutsu High and rejoin the other students." And then Itadori's like, "Yo, don't act like nothing happened. Like, he killed mad people because of it, and like mad people are dead because of him." And then
And now niggas is wanted criminals pretty much.
Yeah. And then Itadori's just like, I don't know, like, as long as I'm around, you're gonna suffer. But then Megumi's like, you start by saving him and his sister, because Naruto Shikamo has everybody involved in like this culling game where they pretty much have to kill each other.
Yeah, and the rules to that shit was kind of a little confusing.
Yeah.
Not confusing, but it's just like, okay, well,
So this is gonna be like the next big arc. Right? This shit gonna be like a long ass arc. You know? Yeah, it takes place over like a period of days. So after awakening a cursed technique, players must declare their participation in the Cullen game at a barrier of their choice within 19 days. Any player who breaks the previous rules shall be subject to curse removal technique, which means they might get their abilities taken away. Non-players who enter the barrier shall become players at the moment of entry and shall be considered to have declared participation in the Cullen game.
So that might go potentially
get messy.
Get some regular civilians involved.
Yeah, niggas gonna be like on like a walk in the park or some shit.
Yeah, just wound up getting murked or seeing niggas get murked right in front of them.
Mm-hmm. Player scores points. Well, go ahead.
Niggas pushing their baby for a stroll and shit. And now the baby is a participant.
Mm-hmm. What's the next rule? Players score points by ending the lives of other players. So you can't get points by just like hurting somebody. You gotta kill them. Point values are determined by the game master and indicate the value of a player's life. As a general rule, sorcerers are worth 5 points and non-sorcerers are worth 1 point. So they have option of killing non-sorcerers if they want. So meaning they probably gonna intentionally put these shits in areas where regular people are. I'm assuming. Now what's next? Excluding the point value of a player's own life, players may expend 100 points to negotiate with the game master to add a new rule to the Cullen game. In accordance with the previous rule, the game master must accept any proposed new rule unless it has a marked and long-lasting effect on the Cullen game. If a player's score remains the same for 19 days, that player shall be subject to curse technique removal. So it sounds like this fucking Cullen game is gonna last 19 days in total. That's what it sounds like to me. And all these other rules in between. And then that was the end of the chapter. So the next chapter.
I'm about to say there's another chapter, ain't it?
Yeah. So the next chapter, it comes back to the conversation, and Megumi's like he's begging Itadori for his help, and then he thinks back to what that shit his grandfather said on the deathbed, like you're a strong kid, so help people.
Yeah, you strong, so use that strength to help people.
And so finally Itadori had a genius moment, and he was like, he told Yuta that like how Sukuna plotted something involving Fushiguro, and how he probably took his body over back in Shibuya because he had all those feelings at once. But I like how Itadori said that he feels like he doubt Sukuna would be able to take control of him, but in the event that he does, don't hesitate to kill him, because he said he feels he can do that. I ain't gonna front, that's gonna be a good fight. I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. So then, now they're about to go back to Jujutsu Tech and contact Tengen and the old man, so they can figure out how to remove the ceiling on the prison room. And also figure out what Noritoshi Kamo's objective is.
Yeah, because like I said, we still don't know. Who the fuck
Noritoshi Kamo is.
Yeah, what the fuck he doing?
And then fucking Itadori asked Megumi later, like, what happened to Kugisaki? And then Megumi just made like some sad looking face, but they only showed like his eye looking down. So then it cuts to fucking Choso popping in on the conversation, tell them there might be a way past the barrier because they did it before to steal the finger and the wound paintings during the Kyoto school joint exercise. And then they cut to Jujutsu Tech, so I guess they got back. And don't Maki look like Fushiguro's father with the scar on her face, with her hair down? Right?
Yeah, she do. I was like,
Yeah, because I mean, Maki is a member of the Ningen clan too, so it makes sense.
yeah, but what happened to her again?
She fought like one of them demons. She got burned. Cause remember they fought it in that beach world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's when we figured out.
Look at that ultimate shrimp, nigga.
Yeah, that's when we found out that beach area that Mahi told them was arrested. It was actually a domain.
In the domain, yeah.
I ain't gonna that's a popular domain to have. You just like put your fingers together, you just add the beach. All the bitches.
Work is stressing me out today. I'll be back.
Niggas yell domain expansion in the lunchroom.
Y'all don't want to take us on no class trip? All right.
I bring the class trip to us. So, yeah, they're talking to what's shorty name again? Sumuko, and Maki, and Choso was like, "There's a way to get to Tengen." He said that between the doors in the tomb of Tengen, there's a cursed warehouse where they keep the cursed objects and the tools. It's the same place where they have like the rest of the cursed wombs at, which are the rest of Choso's brothers. So I guess Choso's plan is to revive them to increase the effect of like his technique. And everyone was like, "Yo, who is this dude?" And Itadori said, "Yo, taking him as his big brother." And then Choso's like, "Yo, not Yuji." Like he was like shocked and surprised, but also happy. So they open the door and they go to like the area that's like in a forest. And they pass by some shed where Choso can feel his brothers behind it. And Itadori's like, "Yo, Choso." And then Choso was like, "Alright, yo, I'll be back." So they take an elevator down and this fucking cavern plate that looked like a Orochimaru's hideout. There's like mad blood and shit on the floor. But the blood was like from 11 years ago, from when Toji killed the girl that remember? When
That was supposed to be assimilated into the
to
old
Tengen, yeah, because Sumuko, she's like, it was 11 years ago. Now that I think about it, when everything began to get distorted, and it showed a picture of Toji with that demon around him, and he had the sword. But then for some reason, fucking Yuta looked at Maki, it looks like, and they walked through some fucking tunnel. And that's where the main shrine was supposed to be, but Sumoko said it's rejecting us, so it's not letting them get to the shrine for some reason. So all of a sudden, someone said leaving so soon because they're trying to make their way back. And it's some weird looking nigga. He's like a moldy chess piece. He's just like a child of the Zenin, Ryuichi Zane descendant, and Decima painter, and Sukuna Festival. So I guess this person knows who the fuck they are. And then that's how the chapter ends. So they about to fucking team up on this nigga, I hope. Which I'm pretty sure they will, because at least like Jujutsu Kaisen is like one of the few series where the characters don't fight by themselves. They actually jump niggas how they're supposed to.
Right.
Like niggas just don't stand. They be like, "Oh, they're moving so fast, I can barely see." Like other animes.
Right in with them niggas.
Right. Like niggas is with the shits in the Jujutsu Kaisen.
What else came out? Fucking more of the same for Fire Force.
Oh, did you read One Punch Man?
No, I forgot to. I kept saying I was gonna do it.
I mean, fuck, man.
You go ahead and say it. If
No,
you
just
don't- if you want to talk about it.
fucking a Mind Mask and Child Emperor is dead.
See that goes against. See, now they starting to get real different from the webcomic because that plays a big part in the next part after this part. I don't know. I don't get that. Unless it's not a true death.
No, fucking no. A Mind Mask got literally ripped in half. And Child Emperor got fucking hit with a Big Bang attack, yo.
To me, he shouldn't be up there anyway.
Child Emperor.
He need to be like
He was some lame.
the other scientist nigga who they suspicious of. Which is why I say it don't make sense. Because that's a whole another thing going on in the webcomic. I'm a couple chapters behind again now, but
Yeah, cause
in
fucking
the webcomic, my fault.
ain't sometime fighting God or some shit like that.
Nah, that's that was a fan shit that somebody made. But so right after this, it was a whole little mini arc with a Mind Mask trying to have Saitama become the #1 hero or whatever like that, because he wanted somebody that was the true embodiment of a hero, but he was saying he wanted Saitama need to work on his image or whatever. So I guess he tried to get like plastic surgery or some shit like that. So he was trying to convince Saitama. So he took Saitama out to eat all this fancy shit, trying to negotiate and shit. Then they went to like a town fair or whatever, a Ferris wheel. When they was up top, they heard mad screams, right? And when they went down there, it was some clown monster that kept growing bigger and stronger. The more attention, the more people pulled out their cell phones and the news arrived. He kept getting bigger and bigger. And what happened was Saitama, before that, he left while they was in the Ferris wheel. I'm interested in being this #1 hero that you're trying to get me to recruit me to be. So my mask was on his own, and he was getting fucked up because more and more people kept talking about the clown, so he was getting more coverage, and the more people was focused on, the more he was feeding off the attention and getting stronger and shit. So my mask finally fucking showed his true colors. He was a nigga that pretty much went through monstification. So he's really somebody, a human that kind of turned into a monster. So the people kind of like, he wound up helping them, but they kind of like, they didn't know how to feel about him being a monster, so they kind of made him like public enemy #1 type shit. Saitama came at the end. I was like, nah, I think you pretty cool or whatever like that. So they Saitama jumped off and leaped off, and took a Mind Mask with him. And then Blast's son, Excel, was chasing after them or whatever, because they were trying to say that, he was a monster, so he had to be taken care of or whatever like that. But Saitama wound up flying off, and I think Genos wound up popping up too, whatever like that. And then with the new hero association or whatever, the new shit, Neo Heroes, Child Emperor is suspicious of that scientist that he put the defense into the Hero Association or the defense technology, and he's a nigga that made one of the, not a Drive Knight, I think Metal Knight. I remember they caught Metal Knight, but they tried to say he got caught by the Monster Association. They got taken apart or some shit like that, but then
Like this nigga was taking like samples from like monsters they were defeating, some shit like that. I don't know, I forgot.
Yeah.
But basically, they building up the story to where like Child Emperor is saying that I forgot the doctor's name, that he's trying to become a world power, military power on, and he's using the guise of the Hero Association to do it or whatever. Like, so that's why I'm like, it don't. There's too much stuff changing now from.
Yeah, this shit gonna be nothing like that, my nigga. Cause
Yeah, it's mad shit changing.
yeah, like remember the last chapter when fucking zombie man was trying to fight the homeless emperor dude? The homeless emperor like blasted that nigga. So like after that, fucking my man was like jumped at that nigga. And remember that dude who's fighting Pig? Wait, did he fight Pig God? Just that inbred looking dude who was like just ate everything.
The ugly nigga? No,
not Pig. Yeah, did Pig God fight him? Well, anyway, some ugly looking nigga. Like he popped out the ground and stopped my mask from hitting fucking homeless emperor. He grabbed that nigga. And actually no, the sperm cell niggas grabbed the my mask. While the ugly nigga punched that nigga in the face so hard his fucking face caved in. And then they fucking was laughing at that nigga. Then this ugly nigga like ripped him in half like by pulling his legs apart. And I just show like the guts and everything come out. So my mask is dead and his head was caved in.
Mad brutal.
Yo, my nigga, they did him dirty. And then fucking sperm cells is like, can't challenge us talking about Child Emperor. So Child Emperor trying to pull Zombie Man away, and they peep him. So then the ugly nigga, he fucking stomps down on Zombie Man, and he's about to punch a shot on Child Emperor too. But then fucking homeless Emperor fucking does a spirit bomb and fucking hits Child Emperor like face first. Hold on, I'm about to fucking show you. I'll put the shit in Discord. Like, I think this nigga fucking Child Emperor is dead for real. You got it?
That nigga like he about to go into the unit. Like another portal opened up in front of him. That shit he about to step into that shit and then.
Word. Hey, it's a wrap for that nigga. So then at the end of the chapter, the homeless emperor, the sperm cell niggas, and the big fat ugly dude, we're about to gang up and like start fighting the heroes, and that's the end of the chapter.
Big fat meanie.
That should be his villain name. And that's about it. So R.I.P. My Mask and R.I.P. Child Emperor, baby. He might probably survive that shit. Some slim chance type shit.
Only way Child Emperor might do some shit where I use my technology to absorb the impact of the blast and shoot it back at niggas or some shit. But the only way my mask maybe, because this happened I think it happened in the manga arc. His hand got cut off. Remember his arm got cut off, and he just got upset and then he put it back on and everybody was looking at him. How the fuck your whole arm get cut off and you just put it back on? Right. But that's why we learned in a webcomic that he was really some nigga that was originally ugly, and then somehow through his obsession he turned, so his monstification turned him into a pretty human, like a handsome man, but that's his monstification. So this
Yeah.
nigga, that's why when his hand got cut off. Well, cause what happened was he used to hide his face because he was always told that he was ugly. He wound up becoming a hero, but he was a hero that hid his face. And one day he was fighting somebody, and the villain cracked his mask, and then he seen everybody's expression. They was gasping. He thought, oh damn, they see how ugly I am. But then, like, immediately everybody was talking about how gorgeous this nigga was, and then he had realized his face had changed over time. And that was his monstification process. So that's why that's why he was able to put his arm back on after that shit got cut off. Because that nigga's a monster. So that's the only way I could see him. I don't know about monsters getting split in half though, from top to bottom though. I mean, from waist down, yeah, but like if you say he got his legs grabbed and split in half, like vertically, I don't know about that.
That shit is wild. Anything else?
Oh yeah, well, Fire Force. More the same thing. Arthur's still playing the video game. Karim and other niggas fighting records still.
Oh, so ain't nothing happening.
Nah, they still fighting.
Alright.
Because it ended with like next chapter, like fire versus ice or some shit. So that's about it. Been reading that fairy tale 100 Years Quest.
How you liking that shit so far?
I'm fucking with it. I ain't gonna lie. No, the GOAT Hiro Mashima himself.
Alright,
Greatest of all time.
let's get into our other topics. Alright, so the new My Hero movie's been confirmed for the summer, I think. Yeah, August 6th in Japan is coming out. And this one was titled World Heroes Mission. And from like the teaser, like some Fox News looking newscast was like accusing Midoriya of being like a mass murderer. And then that's it.
Those suits look fly though.
The Power Ranger suits.
Yeah, them suits that them niggas got on.
Mm-hmm.
Them shits look clean.
So can't wait for that shit. That shit gonna be good.
That's all they showed in the little teaser trailer shit.
That's pretty much it.
Cause I ain't watched. I've seen everybody talking about it, but I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I seen niggas like jumping out the plane or some shit with the suit on real quick. Man, that was about it.
And then they show like a little brief like teaser kind of for like the Black Clover movie. And they didn't really show nothing. They show like the progress of like the manga and anime and their success and all that shit, and that's about it. There's no word on a release date for now. It seems like. Yeah, it's about time for Black Clover to get a movie.
That's probably. Well, I'm about to say that's probably why they stopped the anime. But I mean, I think the main reason they write ad with.
Yeah, they literally right there.
So. Yeah.
Yes, they had no choice but to end it. To be honest.
Yeah, take a break. Because then it was about to be filler central.
That's a fact. Man, you could put mad fucking trainer arcs in like 2 days.
Let's go back in time to another story before the current progress of
shit gonna be fucking like 300 pages, like 300 episodes.
Or some Naruto shit.
Yeah, hold on, got you there. Hold on. But anywho, so Cyberpunkl dropped their patch notes for like their newest update for Cyberpunk. The update was like 40 something gigabytes. And my nigga, hold on, I'm gonna share my screen with you so I can just scroll down the patch notes with you. Like, yo, I've never seen a list this big before. Alright, let me know when you see it.
Alright, I'm on.
Alright. These are all things that they fixed. Yo, you see how long this list is, yo?
Yeah, that shit is ridiculous.
Yo, this game was fucked up. This is just as bad as the shit when Avengers came out, and then they said they had over 1,000 patch fixes that they did for update. Like, this is fucking insane, bro. But apparently, people saying like, you know, it makes the game a little bit better, but it's not ideal. So they still got more work to do. Word. All this. They wrote a book with all the patches they had to fix. While we're on the subject of Cyberpunk, so they're CD Projekt Red has decided to reconsider, quote unquote, the Cyberpunk multiplayer that they was working on. So, pretty much, hey, this Cyberpunk game we're working on now is fucked up. The multiplayer should be working on don't fucking matter. What you think, my nigga, as a owner of Cyberpunk 2077, the video game?
I haven't played that shit in months. Not to say I wasn't enjoying myself, because I am. I mean, I was, but you know my first AKA. So I really had no feelings towards this shit. It's whack because it's like that was a case. If that did all this and people still saying it's not ideal, it's like y'all shouldn't just put this game out. That's the big moral of the story. It's like y'all should have just kept on developing. Should have kept your mouths quiet.
Yeah, stop talking shit and bragging like how you better than all the other developers, and then your game come out as a piece of shit. Because the shit that people was like caping for them for, they would have slaughtered any other like if it was EA or Ubisoft, like Sony, Microsoft, anyone who developed this game, they would be getting killed like in the fucking media. So yeah, I think I'm over this game. I think I might get it when it's like from a key site for like $5 or some shit.
How niggas be putting crack shits online?
You go upload the code.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put it up there. I got the game. Gotta be a way for me to do it.
Probably.
Got my gift to the world.
Everyone are you gonna put that shit on the dark web like the hackers? Hey, here's a
They gonna be like, nigga, nobody want this shit.
right. But you got a lot of say you modded it so every character is Keanu Reeves.
I didn't even get up to that part of the game.
Damn.
That's the crazy part. And that's what's been a big draw of the game. Keanu Reeves in there. I didn't get up to that part.
I'll never forget when Cyberpunk first came out. This white dude was live streaming this shit. And he picked the man character. And he accidentally picked the option to have sex with a male prostitute. That shit was fucking hilarious. Because
Couldn't stop it. Couldn't change his mind to stop it.
Nah. Once you consent, you can't take it away. But yeah, the white dude was watching feel like, oh my god, no. And he's like covering his face and then like just showing his character like gripping this dude from behind, the dude gripping him. I was like, yo, this shit is wild.
Hey, yo.
They just showed no penetration, but I'm just like, yo, this shit is crazy. But anyway, next topic. So, in news that people are getting bent out of shape for no reason, because who really gives a fuck? PlayStation is closing down the store for the PS3 and PlayStation Vita in the summertime. Everybody's losing their fucking minds about it.
If you still playing the PS3 at this point?
No, but it's like, yo, what are you buying on there that you haven't bought already? This shit is this shit is like 15 years old. Like you like people saying like the digital games, but it's like, yo, if you have the digital games downloaded, you don't have to worry about that. And they even said that, what this article says that Sony confirmed Monday that the store access for PS3, Vita, and PSP will end in the summer. The stores will close August 27th. The PSP's purchase function will end on July 2nd. But like, yeah, who's buying PSP games? And then it's like they say you can still download like games that you can download games, the games of content that you bought previously. So just make sure you download everything you want to download, and then that's it. But everyone's acting like this is a big fucking deal. It's like, yo, this shit is 2 consoles old. Who the fuck is still playing the PS3? The PS4 is not that expensive. PS4 is $200. You should at least be on the PS4.
I'm guessing most of the outrage is over the PS3 because I don't even know about the Vita. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got one, but I don't even know where that shit is at. Right?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck because, like, yo, it's been 15 years. Like, even after the PS4 came out, you had plenty of opportunity to get PS3 games through any kind of means. And if you keep it funky, if you really want to play these games so bad, get a PC, get an emulator, and you'll be alright. And that's it. Because you're upset for no reason. But other than that, my nigga, that's all I had on my list. Unless you want to bring something up.
I just seen something on CNN. Chipotle giving away $100,000 in Bitcoin.
Word? No, but they probably giving niggas like $2 worth, which ain't shit. $2 of Bitcoin at the time. Because Cash App be doing that too. They be like, we're giving out $1 million worth of Bitcoin and niggas get like $10 worth, which ain't shit.
So each player gets 10 tries during the contest. Correct guesses could win up to $25,000 in Bitcoin.
Oh, word? Say less. What you gotta do? Eat like 20 burritos?
It says in total, 53 people could actually win the Bitcoin. 50 fans will win $500 in cryptocurrency, and 3 will win $25,000, and 10,000 fans will win 1 burrito.
That's fucking hilarious. Yo, I'm hungry now. What's some Chipotle? Yo.
Oh man, is that these random?
No, cause we talking about it. That's why.
Yeah, I'm hooked up.
Oh, it just says starting Thursday. It says right.
Also giving away $100,000 food. You gotta guess a 6-digit code.
What? Oh, this article I see about it. As part of the campaign, they're partnered with Stefan Thomas, the dude who lost the $220 million because he couldn't remember the password.
That's unsuccessful in their 10 attempts and adore the same fate as Thomas. I was like, what the fuck is this about?
Like, damn.
I thought he still had 2 left. He still didn't use them, right?
I don't know.
I hope so.
He can't have made peace about it if he participated in this. He wants people to feel his pain.
And nigga, he formed a Koski. Nigga said no pain.
Word.
He said one Bitcoin was worth roughly $59,000. Imagine if you a nigga who bought pennies cheap.
Nigga, them niggas is rich, yo.
I get rich. The first thing I'm doing, I'm gonna start dressing like the mayor from Powerpuff.
Yo.
Niggas can't talk to me no
Yo. Oh shit. You got the accent too?
I'm about to say about the voice and everything. Powerpuff Girl.
You gotta have some white lady with big titties with her hair covering her face, like we follow you around. It's gonna be Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Well, on that note, if you don't have nothing else to talk about, get the fuck out of here.
That's it, man. I
Yeah. So, see you guys later. Thank you for joining us for another episode. We took a break because I was going to AC losing all my money. Went to Atlantic City. They have nasty ass food. The highlight of my experience with the soul food restaurant called Kelsey, which had good food, and Chick-fil-A. Mad chicken and sodium in my system. Go to the doctor and probably had the gout.
like, Julius, everybody hates Crystal. Nigga was laid out with the gout.
But alright, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah, peace. Yeah, out, yo, the funny.